What up guys, welcome in, it's Shipley here, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is where we deep dive into Ark Raiders, explore everything gaming, dig into music collections and sprinkle in some real life vibes with vlogs along the way. But today we're focusing on survival, smart plays and how to stop dying like a noob in Ark Raiders. Whether you just dropped into your first match or you're still figuring out how not to get third partied at the extraction, I've got you covered. These are my top 10 tips every new Ark Raiders player needs to hear. No fluff, just real strategies to help you loot, live and level up. Let's get into it. So, tip number 1, don't be afraid to use the free loadout. If you're just jumping into Ark Raiders, listen up. One of the smartest things you can do early on is take the free loadout. I know it feels weak, you don't get to bring in your favourite gear or flashy weapon skins, but here's the deal. The free loadout is literally a no-risk way to explore, loot and even practice combat without stressing. You die, no worries. You've lost nothing. You survive, you've got extra loot, maybe even materials or gadgets to trade. It's how you learn the map, test the mechanic and build your stash without burning through your hard-earned gear. Don't sleep on it, use it strategically, like when you're low on cash or just want to scout a high-risk zone. Tip number 2 is always plan for extraction, not just kills. A huge rookie mistake in Ark Raiders is going in guns blazing, thinking every run is about dominance, but the game's about extraction, not ego. You don't win because you killed the most enemies, you win because you got out with what matters. That rare tech part, those batteries, the key card, that's worth more than 20 kills. So pace your raid. If you're loaded with loot and the storm's creeping in, don't chase another squad. Get to the evac. It's not cowardice, it's tactical survival. Be the player who extracts consistently, not the one who dies with full pockets. Tip number 3. Use sound to your advantage. In Ark Raiders, audio is everything. Most players just move around without thinking, slamming doors, sprinting across metal, setting off birds, and those sounds, they're all broadcasting your position. Meanwhile, experienced raiders are crouching, walking, listening for zip lines, tracking reload sounds through walls. Every tiny sound cue gives you an edge. If you hear something weird, stop and listen. That one footstep might tell you a squad is camping your extraction. On the flip side, if you're making a move, think about the sound trail you're leaving. Sound isn't just immersive, it's intel. Tip number 4. Master movement and parkour. You might think combat is king in Ark Raiders, but movement is everything. Seriously, you can have the best gun in the game and still get smoked if you don't know how to move. Use sprinting, sliding, crouching, peeking, ziplining and jump mechanics like a toolbox. Practice movement in and out of combat so you can reposition quickly, learn to strafe mid-fight, bounce off walls, break line of sight or fake a retreat. And don't forget vertically, rooftops, scaffolding, containers, these are all your friends. Movement creates opportunities, it creates outplays, and it saves your life more than any armor piece will. Tip number 5. Upgrade your workbench and stash early. When you're back in your shelter, it's tempting to craft the next flashy weapon or hoard cosmetics, but early on, your real MVPs are the workbench and the stash upgrades. The workbench unlocks stronger gear, better gadgets, and lets you mod your kit. Your stash, that's your bank. The more space you have, the more loot you can save between runs. Think long term. Investing here means smoother raids, less decision fatigue, and fewer times where you're forced to scrap a good item just to make room. These upgrades pay off every single session. Prioritize them early and your future self will thank you. Tip number 6. Prioritize shield and stamina over firepower. Yeah, I get it, big guns are fun. We all want that high damage rifle or exotic weapon that melts enemies. But truth bomb, shield and stamina upgrades are what keeps you alive, long enough to even use them. In your first 10 to 20 hours, you'll be dodging, sprinting, vaulting and surviving more than dominating. More stamina means better escapes, more rolls and quicker flanks. Better shield gives you the cushion to take a bad hit and still recover. So don't fall into the trap of chasing raw DPS, build yourself to endure and the kills will come. Number 7. Loot smart, not greedy. Looting in Ark Raiders is where most new players throw away solid runs. You start grabbing every shiny item, filling your backpack with junk, ignoring the extraction timer, pushing just one more building and boom, you're dead. Rule of thumb, loot smart, not greedy. Learn what's valuable, prioritize rare tech, materials, crafted items. If your stash is getting full, start heading to the evac. Know when to say, I've got enough, because trust me, losing it all because you couldn't resist one more cabinet, that stings. Don't let greed be your downfall. Tip number 8. Learn enemy types and behaviour. At first, arc enemies might feel like they're just waves of bots, but each one is deadly in its own way. Some rush with melees, others throw explosives, some ping your location or alert others. Once you start recognising their behaviours, their sounds, their movements, their patterns, you can play smarter. Know which ones you can ignore, which ones you must deal with, and how to bait or avoid them. For example, if you hear a drone but don't see it, you know it's a scout. If it's pinging you, your location is compromised. Awareness here separates survivors from corpses. Number 9. Use ping and emote system. Whether you're squadding with friends or random, communication wins raids, and the ping system, it's your best friend when the mics are off. Mark loot, ping enemies, signal where you're heading, even just spamming hello emotes builds vibes and teamwork. Don't be the silent solo. Good pings save lives, avoid confusion, and make squad ways more efficient. A simple enemy here ping can stop a teammate from walking into a trap, plus it makes you look like a leader. Communicate clearly and concisely, even without a mic, and you'll earn trust fast. And last but not least is tip number 10, practice in the range before real runs. Now, let's be real, learning a new gun mid-raid is not the move. That's how you miss shots, whiff reloads and panic. That's why you've got to go to the training range in your shelter. Use it whenever you unlock something new, a rifle, a gadget, even attachment. Go test them, learn the spray pattern, practice switching quickly, get a feel for timing, recoil and movement combos. 5 minutes here saves you from 5 mistakes in a real firefight. The more confident you are out with the kit, the more focused you'll be on strategy and not just mechanics. So that was my top 10 tips for Arc Raiders. Hopefully you can put some of those tips into action to help improve your Arc Raiders gameplay. If you enjoyed the video, then make sure to subscribe and comment below what was your favourite tip of those, or are you already following all those tips, and how are you finding Arc Raiders? Thanks for watching guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!